You could not ask for a more star-studded game at the home of the star where the whole thing became famous. But now the question for me is this. We all know the Cowboys have been America's team. Is it officially time to anoint and crown the Kansas City Chiefs as a new America's team with the Thanksgiving game and a Christmas Day game?
Nah, that don't matter.
Oh.
Chiefs, they gonna beat these boys, and that's not gonna change. When you play for Dallas, listen, that's when you become a real star. Even if you're just a good player. Good players in Dallas Cowboys, they become great players. Great players in Cowboys become freaking Hall of Famers forever, legends. Because you play for the Cowboys. Every topic you see on TV is gonna start with the Cowboys, right? I mean, why wouldn't it be America's team already with the Chiefs? All they do is go to the Super Bowl. All they do is go to the playoffs. All they do is go to the conference game. Why wouldn't it? They got the best coach in football all time, and they got the best quarterback right now, and they got a top 3 quarter of all time right now in Patrick Mahomes. Travis Kelce dates Taylor Swift. Everything you want, they got going on. And you know what's really crazy is when Miles, what's the wide receiver?
Miles Austin.
When Miles Austin was dating Jessica, I don't know, Kim Kardashian, right? Yeah. That was a big deal. You thought it was Taylor Swift. A better one for you. When Kim Kardashian was dating, what was his name?
Which one? Basketball, football. So that's actually a hard answer. That's a difficult answer, Shady.
Let me leave Kim out of it because that could be all type of sports.
That would take me a while. I'm saying that would take me a while.
Time out. Yeah. Let me scratch out the notes. That could be a lot of sport. That could be, yeah. You're right. Anyway, all I'm saying is,
we got you.
I was like, Chris,
I was trying to think of them with you, though. I was with you, dog.
I go to Miles.
Yeah. Basketball, golf. Yeah, you're right. She's a lot. Now, let's take her off it. My point was I was trying to say is, because using her was like,
that's facility for real.
Yes, it is. Yeah, that's so true. No, it's just that, like, when you play for the Cowboys, everything is just maximized. It's always bigger.
No
you know, so it can never change that. And another thing is the owner.
Yeah.
The owner's like a Deion Sanders as a player. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Mr. Hunt for the Chiefs, he ain't like that. You know what I mean? Mr. Lurie, champions for Eagles, Jerry got his own swag, his own conversations, had his own press conferences. So it would never be nobody like the Dallas Cowboys.
That's well said. Shady changed my answer. As he was talking.
Oh, you had Kim too?
I had Chiefs. No. I had the Chiefs. But when Shady said this, he said every topic is going to start with the Cowboys. I literally was thinking about this. If the game was announced Thanksgiving that the Chiefs were playing the Detroit Lions, we not leading the show with it. Chiefs playing the Ravens, we not leading the show with it. Chiefs playing the Bengals, we not leading the show with it. Chiefs playing the Cowboys, we leading the show with it. Cowboys playing the Eagles, we leading the show with it. Cowboys playing the Commanders, we probably leading the show with it. It's the Cowboys that made this the first topic that we're discussing today because everybody cares about the Cowboys. People always think that hate is the strongest emotion. It's not. Apathy is the strongest emotion. If I don't care about you, that's when that's actually the strongest emotion. People come up, hey, Acho, I hate you. I say, get in line. Congratulations. A lot of people do. But that's actually when you know you're doing something right. If you were emotionally moving somebody, the Cowboys emotionally move the whole economy of sports. So because of what Shady said, actually, I do got to change my answer from the Chiefs to the boys.
I got the Chiefs. The Chiefs are ratings kings, man. Like if you look at the last year, of the top 10 most watched NFL games, the Chiefs had 4 of them. And including on Fox, we set records around here, 127.7 million people watched the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are in it, along with the Eagles. But the Chiefs are in it. I'm going to give you a date. January 15th, 1995. Can anyone guess what that date is?
Last time they won the Super Bowl?
The last NFC championship game.
Don't go too far now.
That the Cowboys were in.
Wild guess.
Okay, the Chiefs, they've been to 5 of the last 6 Super Bowls. So you can say, hey, the marketing genius of Tex Schramm, remember him? And being overtaken by Jerry Jones, that was marketing. If you talk about on-field success, sustained success for the Chiefs has brought global brand recognition. You want to talk about Kim Kardashian? How about Taylor Swift? That whole era of people, see that pun right there? I like that. But having the face of the most popular league in the world at quarterback in Patrick Mahomes, that matters. Having a future Hall of Fame coach in Andy Reid, that matters. And you're in the middle of the dynasty, so you get more primetime games. Look, the Cowboys, okay, versus Chiefs Thanksgiving. I agree that we wouldn't be leading this show, but if it wasn't Cowboys-Chiefs, this game would pull 38, 39 million. But because of the Chiefs, it's going to pull 50 million. I 100% think that this is the case. And if you look at in the U.S. last year, the Chiefs are the most watched football team out of anyone on average. On average, they averaged 25.5 million people watching the Kansas City Chiefs. So when you say that, I agree that the NFL is just better when the Cowboys are good. But when you look at what the Chiefs have done and you look at the global brand recognition, it's really hard to say right now that the Kansas City Chiefs are not the new America's team, in my opinion. And maybe it's just by a mustard seed, but I think they have overtaken them.
I appreciate you coming on the show, putting up the good fight.
Good fight.
This here ain't even close. If you went to Nigeria, all right, and you seen Ugo,
I've seen Chiefs bandanas.
you probably see a Cowboys hat somewhere.
Chiefs
If you went
bandana.
to Paris, you probably see a Cowboys hat somewhere. You probably ain't gonna see a lot of Chiefs stuff. It's not even close. If CeeDee Lamb was dating Taylor Swift and Taylor Swift was in the suite at the Cowboys, do you know how crazy that would be? Do you know how crazy the NFL would be if that would happen right
Racial
there?
dynamic would be fascinating.
You've been doing TV for a little while now. How many times have we talked to Kansas City Chiefs?
A lot.
You probably could count on your hand. We talk to Cowboys when they winning. We talk to Cowboys when they losing.
Yeah.
We talk to Cowboys when they average. We talk to Cowboys when they healthy. We talk to Cowboys when they hurt.
Yeah.
The Dallas Cowboys will forever be America's team. That will never be taken. Jerry Jones is brilliant, but the Cowboys will never be overtaken, especially by the Kansas City Chiefs or anybody like that.
Here's what's interesting to me, because when the Cowboys first started doing really well, right, and it was just massive marketing ploy, and they were winning games, they were winning Super Bowls, they had all the names and stuff like that. They were the most favorite team. Now, and then they sort of became the villain, and then they went to apathy. Here's where the Kansas City Chiefs are getting to be America's team, in my opinion. When they first started winning, everyone was like, oh my gosh, who's this new team? Who's this awesome team? Now they're 5 out of the last 6 Super Bowls. They were going for 3 straight. Everyone wants the ref. They become sort of the villain.
Yeah, they're just the Patriots. They're not the Cowboys.
But I'm saying, like, I do believe that because they've become the villain, they're way more entertaining to the masses. Not just like living and dying and saying, hey, they're just a good team. People hate stuff about them now. Hate them.
Let me ask you this real quick. Okay, Chris Jones, is he a good player?
Yeah,
Great
really
player.
good
Oh,
player.
he's a great player.
Great player.
Parsons is a great player. Who would you say is probably the better career, better?
Of course, Chris Jones. You've been there.
No.
Who we talk about more? We talk about Parsons more? Or we talk about Chris Jones more?
Not even
Parsons.
close.
Let me tell you this. You know, Chris Jones has a podcast too. Did y'all know
Didn't
that?
know that.
Right, but Parsons has played for the Cowboys.
You probably don't say crazy stuff like Parsons do.
Okay, cool. Who's a better quarterback, Patrick Mahomes or Dak Prescott?
Close.
Whose career is better?
Not close.
Who do we talk about more?
Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott. Don't think about it, Chase.
We talk Mahomes quite a bit on the show.
We talk more
Dak
about
Prescott.
Dak than we talk about Mahomes.
We lead the topic with Dak,
We
but then
talk
we get to
about
something
Dak.
else.
Let's go to the
You
coach.
talk about Dak a lot.
Let's talk to the coaches. Let's talk about the coaches. Andy Reid is the greatest of all time, in my opinion. At least we all agree on this. He's the best coach right now, James Jones.
True facts.
Who's the Cowboys head coach?
Shoddy.
Shoddy.
I've heard about him more than I've heard about Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
And he didn't even coach yet. You get what I'm saying? Let's go to some of the star players, though, right? Because CeeDee Lamb is a great player, right? I think Travis Kelce, we talk about him because he's a great player, but also he dates who he dates. But then I look at guys like Trevon Diggs, right?
He's not better than Trent McDuffie.
No.
And we never talk about McDuffie. You get what I'm saying?
People don't even know who Trent McDuffie is. Ladarius Sneed? People didn't even know Ladarius Sneed was. But Deron Bland gonna get talked about now.
Yeah.
Let's move on to that topic. Okay, so let's go to now playing the game, because we all play the game. Imagine playing the game, you going against the Chiefs. You want to ball against the Chiefs?
Yeah.
When you play the Cowboys,
different.
You hear what I'm saying? When I had a game, we got the Cowboys on TV on primetime against the America's team, you're going to ball out different.
100%.
You get what I'm saying? And then the ratings is different. Like, yo, everybody's watching. I love the Chiefs, but it can't compare to the Cowboys.
I think
As of late, it has.
But you gotta be
As of late,
but look, you gotta be good. So like for example, if the Chiefs wasn't good, we not gonna talk about them.
Yeah.
The Cowboys, they're terrible, Chase. If Dak
about them
Prescott
every
plays how he plays in the playoffs in the regular season, we still gonna talk about him.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm
That's a good
saying?
point.
We
I
didn't
will
really talk
say
about him
this.
once Dak got hurt.
I'll
last
say
year.
this, though. The Chiefs are doing as much as a team can possibly do to be America's team.
Yeah.
You got international stars in Travis Kelce, in large part because of his proximity to an international star. The face of the league is Patrick Mahomes. You are a dynasty in the making that we're all witnessing. You are kind of in the heartland of America, if you will suggest that, in Kansas City. So the Chiefs are doing as much as possible. I just think, Chase, the Cowboys got there first. They planted the flag there first, what Jerry Jones did with television first, and Jerry. Jerry is really what makes them, I believe.
So then, if you guys don't think it's the Chiefs, then, or even that they've remotely overtaken him, then what is it going to take for somebody
Nobody.
to do it?
It would never.
So then why? Even though the Cowboys have been so
question.
bad,
Good question.
so bad. I mean, January 15th, 1995, Shady McCoy.
matter.
It's all marketing.
I would suggest when Jerry retires, when Jerry steps down,
Yep.
when Jerry's no longer the owner. That's because
think
Jerry's
so?
what does it. Think about it though for a second, Chase. Even before you were on the show, Cooper Rush plays for 3 or 4 games, and Jerry says I want a quarterback competition. So now we had to talk about him. CeeDee Lamb is up for a contract. Could have quietly re-signed him like the Bengals did. Could have quietly re-signed him like the Bengals did Joe Burrow. Instead, that was a topic of discussion for 2 weeks on this show. Jerry Jones, interviewed Deion Sanders, but he didn't really.
Yeah.
So now we had to talk about that for a week.
He's a genius.
So he is a marketing
He is.
genius. That's why the Cowboys brand is the most rich in all of sports in the world. However, they don't win no games. Go ahead, Jay.
Even if Jerry's not there, it ain't
think?
going nowhere, bruh. Like, I mean, I played for the Raiders, and Al Davis still gets talked about.
Ooh,
And
I
I would say Jerry Jones is bigger than Al Davis. Of
course.
And Al Davis was like that, and he still gets talked about. It ain't going
Hey, but
nowhere,
look at
dog.
the
It
setup,
is going to be hard.
out of all the teams you play against, just think about the setups. When you play the Cowboys, it's like entertainment. The cheerleaders, they look a little better. The outfits, they look a little better. Right? They got the whole stuff, the screens, like everything is like an entertainment. When you walk out to play the game,
Correct.
the mirrors are clear. Everybody can see you. It's like you're going to an entertainment. Like
Yes.
you ever go to a concert?
Entertainment venue.
But when you play other teams, it's not that.
That's
It's
a good
football arena.
Yes.
But there, it's beautiful.
Like the Chiefs is a football stadium.
Ain't like that at all.
The Chiefs is a football stadium.
Football
The
stadium.
Cowboys arena, it is on venue for any
Celebs.
entertainer to show
Wine and
up
cheese
and be.
crowd.
Looking for
But
some big
even
stars,
like that,
man.
but even just look after football. Who on TV from the
Romo?
Chiefs? Who,
Oh, you're
Chiefs.
saying Cowboys.
Yeah, like
Everybody from the Cowboys.
Everybody from the Cowboys,
have to be good.
strictly because people want to
You
know.
really gotta be good.
You
That's
feel
the
what I'm
worst.
saying?
You gotta
That is
be
like,
the
come
worst.
on, man.
The Cowboys
you
and
got
the
a job for a
Giants.
lifetime when you play for the
The
Cowboys.
Cowboys and the Giants, but that's the best. I remember I was going up against this dude. I don't even say his name, but Dancing with the Stars, and they tell me because I guess they go on like it'd be let's say it was 7, 8 guys, and then it goes to 5 guys, and then it goes to 3 guys. I said, I'm gonna win this because some of the big guys they got out there early. So I come in, I said, it's a wrap. Let me get. I'm gonna start stretching and get ready to dance. And this player from the Cowboys beat me out.
Cowboys or Giants?
Giants.
Oh, I know.
And I'm like, we ain't even close. We ain't even in the same. He don't look better than me. He don't move. He ain't. And you know what happened? They said, well, LeSean, even though you got all that, he plays for the Giants.
Was he the running
and you don't
back?
play for the Cowboys.
Was it Jennings?
I ain't getting sorry. but the big dogs I was against, I beat them out.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rashad. Didn't mean for you. What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.